Hello and welcome to another episode of Beyond Lost Loving Life with Karen Chaston. I'm Karen Chaston, and as always, it is fabulous to be here. It is Easter Monday in Australia, 10 a.m. On the eastern coast of Australia. And I thought that today would be a really good day for us to deep dive into the essence of life. Now, I'm probably hearing you saying the essence of life, like, what is that? And I guess it's your flavor. It's the way that you really do thrive in your life. And let's face it, life is full of many loves and many losses. And it's like that infinity sort of journey that you are continually on. And whilst most of us know how to do love and thrive in love, a lot of us fall apart when we're in loss. But I have found throughout all my many, excuse me, all of my many loss events in my life that they have been a gift. Now, I'm not going to say the event was a gift, like there is no gift in me losing my son. The gift comes after. The gift comes when you choose to take the gift of loss staircase, which is the most ideal way for us all to move beyond any kind of loss and create our better everyday life. And I know that a lot of you are probably going, what the hell is she talking about? You know, there is no gift in me losing my job. There is no gift in my divorce. I didn't want it, but there is, because it's life is a journey, and life is a journey for us to become ourselves. We come into this world perfect. We come into this world knowing who we are and thriving, but through the journey of growing up and becoming an adult, we tend to lose a little bit of us. Like, think back for a moment. Think back to what you used to love to do as a kid, what you could do. And before you knew it, hours and hours had passed and you thought it was like 10 minutes because you just were so engrossed and loving what you were doing. When was the last time you did something like that? When was the last time that you allowed yourself to get lost in something that you loved doing? And more than likely, it's been a long time. So, part of the journey, part of the gift of loss journey, and the fifth step is the pivot step. And that's where we really start to deep dive in and we start to look at who are you now? Who do you want to be? And what are the steps in order for us to close that gap and close that gap and close that gap? And we don't just do it for your whole life. We deep dive into every area of your life. And in the Chaston Centre model, the wellness wheel, there are 9 areas of life. So it takes a little while for us to actually come to you. But through that process, we really do start to develop things that you want to continue doing, things that you want to stop doing, and things that you want to start doing. And once we start to mix all of that together, we create the essence of your life. Now, it's pretty cool. Believe me, I've done this journey, not only for myself, but for many other people as well, assisting them to put together their essence of life. And it's such an amazing journey. So today, I thought that we will deep dive into my 8 sort of qualities that I have put into my mixture in order for me to truly live and love my life and to become the person who I am today, who, believe me, is a completely different person who I was, over 10 years ago before Dan passed, or over 8.5 years ago since I left my corporate life. Sounds like a really long time, but I guess that's maybe why I've got 8. And 8's a magical number, isn't it? 8 is all about abundance, and it's not just financial abundance, it's abundance in all areas of your life. And I guess when we mix all of those 8 things together, you truly are creating a life of prosperity, a life where you just jump out of bed every day and just love who you are and love exactly what you are doing today and every day. So my number one essence of life ingredient is to love you. Now, this is not an ego love. It's not a vanity love. It's a love you, because when you love you, you just love life. You look after yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You also go above and beyond for all of your relationships in your life, because you're loving life and you want to inspire other people to love their life as well. And did you notice I said inspire? I didn't say change, because there's only one person that you can change in your life, and that's yourself. But it's through you living and loving and becoming the example that's how you inspire other people to follow suit. And it's not about us trying to make everyone the same. It's about us actually going, do you know what? This is my essence of life. Have you found your essence of life? Have you found a way to truly love every single part of your life? And sure, life is going to throw you more tragic events. But the thing is, when you know who you are and you love who you are, you don't stay down for long, because you know that you are on a journey where you are the only person you are going to spend your entire life with. You understand that this is your life's journey, and sure, you'll have people come in and out of your life throughout the whole time, and you will love being with them, but you're on a soul journey, and your soul journey is different to probably your partners or your children's or your loved ones or even your friends. And it's about you being true to your essence. So number one is to love you. Number two is to have gratitude. You know, when Dan passed, I started about a year, 18 months after Dan passed, I started a gratitude practice. And I truly, truly loved my gratitude practice so much that I found that it just awakened me. You know, when you look around and you find things to be grateful for, and every day finding 5 different things to be grateful for, you know, it's really easy to have the same 5 things every day, but eventually it gets a little bit stale. So you start to really start to notice things differently. And it can be something as simple as, you know, looking at your grandchildren or looking at a flower. Like, have you ever deep dived into a trinket little combination of a flower? Here, I've got one here that I'm going to show you. It's not a real one, but you can see the intricates of the beauty of the way that it's all put together, and the way that they smell, and the way that they, just looking at them brightens up your day. And isn't yellow the most amazing color? It truly does lighten you up and makes you feel amazing. But also, when you have gratitude, you look at things differently. You really do start to notice all of the little things in life, and the huge things that used to annoy you, they just stop. You just see things differently. And that's what life's about, is having great gratitude for where you are now and where you're going, knowing that what got you here may not be what takes you on the next steps, but that's the most important things. The third thing is to create experiences. To create experiences, to intentionally create an experience. You know, many years ago, I had the privilege of being in the audience in Sydney listening to Oprah speak for 2 hours. And she didn't do her giveaways or anything like that. She spoke about her life. And she said that when she intentionally started to create her shows and to create experiences in her life, that's when her whole life changed. And that's when everyone started to more connect with her and to be with her. So when you start to intentionally create experiences, life changes. You actually start to realize that life is all about a whole lot of little experiences. And through you living and learning and being part of those experiences, that's how you grow mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And it's just so amazing that you start to, at the end of each day, when you look back at your day and you have gratitude for your day, you can actually deep dive into the experience and just go, oh, wow, because I was present in that moment, I really did create an amazing day today. I wasn't, there with my family thinking about my work, or vice versa. I wasn't at work thinking about my family. No, I was in that moment. I was experiencing everything about what I was doing in that moment. And it doesn't matter whether you're at work or whether you're at home or whether you're doing your passion project, be in that moment and experience it. And you'll be amazed at not only how much more alive you feel, but you really will start to live and love your life, which is exactly what everything the Chaston Centre does is all about. It's about you living and loving your life. And we help you to design it so that you can live and love your life. So if you're feeling a little bit down, reach out, because believe me, there's no need for you to be in a slump. There's no need for you to be grieving and suffering for whatever has happened in the past. And I'm sure it was tragic, and I'm sure it was, I can understand why it would take you out for so long. But you don't need to be taken out for very long. You can honor and respect what was happened without it affecting all areas of your life. You don't have to suffer in isolations. You don't have to be affected through all areas of your life. You can learn to live and love your life and move beyond whatever has happened in your life, and learn and find that gift from it. So number 4 brings me in nicely to that, which is evolve, learn, and grow. Now, I'm a great believer that we learn until the day that we die. And it's through our experiences that we grow. But it's up to us to choose to evolve. Like, let's face it, we all would have loved to have been that 20-something person for the rest of our life, just partying with no cares in the world. But would we have got bored with that? I'm pretty sure we would have. You think back to Adam and Eve, and they had everything. They lived in the Garden of Eden, paradise, total paradise. And what happened? They got bored because every day was the same and there wasn't any excitement. So what did they do? They ate that apple just for some excitement. And of course, we know exactly what happened from there. But they evolved. They learned how to evolve and adapt. And that's what life is about. Whatever comes your way, learn from it, grow from it, evolve into the next phase of your life, because we're not always going to be that 20-something or that 30-something or that 60-something. We're going to continually evolve, and that's what life's about. And the older that I become, the more that I actually appreciate my age, the more that I really do start to look at life completely differently. I can see things differently, and I look out and I think, wow, I love having this perspective. I love taking those blinkers off and looking at the bigger picture, and not just being so deep into the day-to-day grind that life can become, to actually going, what is this about? What does it mean for me now? What does it mean for me moving forward? And how can I ensure that I become that person who I want to become, who I have longed to become ever since I was a young child? And you do this by truly finding your essence of life. Because once you have that mixture all together, it's then just a matter of taking it with you. So number 5 brings me to being positive. It's so easy to be negative, and it's so easy to be positive. And I just find that life is so much easier. You sort of stand taller, you open yourself up. Whereas when you're negative, you sort of tend to hunch over, and life's a burden, and I've got to carry it all on my shoulders. Whereas when you're positive, you stand tall, you stand straight, your spine is nice and straight. And that seems to be the way that life can come to you, where you are open and ready for it. And, I love the saying, well, actually, I've taken the saying one step further, and I'm pretty sure you've heard of it, I'm a glass full person, I'm a glass empty person. How about we just look at the glass and know that it's refillable? Because it is. And we know that life is. So there's no need for you to be positive or negative or, just know that everything is refillable. And that is more of a positive attitude when you actually can go, okay, at the moment, life may be hard. I may be going through some things, but I actually know that life is forever evolving, forever changing. So it won't be like this for a long time. As we go up, and we will also come down, and it's a constant journey like that. It's like the heartbeat, up and down, up and down, up and down. That's our life. It follows our heartbeat. And we've all seen the monitor, what happens when the line is straight. Yeah, we're dead. But more importantly, that's what happens in life. Without those ups and downs, we can't really appreciate the ups unless we have the downs. So we do feel like we're dead without it. So my sixth one for today is be yourself. You are uniquely the most amazing person. You are uniquely the imperfectly perfect self. And so often we change. Whether it's through life, through people giving you this well-meaning advice, which probably wasn't that meaningful for you in the long run, don't act like that if you want to get ahead. Don't be that person. Don't talk that way. Don't sit that way. Don't do this. Don't. I don't like who you are around those friends, or I don't like the way you dress. And all of a sudden we look in the mirror and we go, who are you? You are not me. Who are you? Who have you become? And do I even like who you are? You're always angry, or you're never happy, or you're always putting other people down. You're always jealous. You're always envious. Whatever it is, it's about being yourself and loving yourself. It brings it always back to number one. So are you being yourself in every situation? Or have you conformed to become someone who you don't even like? I know that when I left my corporate life, I looked in the mirror and I went, I don't like you. I don't like who you become. Sure, you always stuck to your values, but just look at you. You're overweight, you're unhealthy, you're negative, you you know, you're angry all the time. Your relationships aren't great because you're not great to yourself. If you're not looking after you, how can you be looking after other people? So find that uniquely part of you and be that person. Stop worrying about what other people think. Just be you. And when you are you, everyone's like, oh my God, I want what she's having. And it's really amazing. Number 7, live in the moment. I've mentioned this throughout all of them. When you are living in the moment, you're not thinking about the past. You're not worrying about the past. You're not in blame or shame or anything like that. In the moment is where your essence is. It's not in the future. The future, sure, you can start planning for the future, but you can't be living in the future. You've got to live today. I can remember years ago, I had a few friends who would never go out because they were saving. They were saving for this house, but they weren't living. They were in torture. Every time you'd say, come out, we're having this amazing time. No, I can't afford it. I'm saving for this. And I'm like, but when are you going to live now? And sure, you don't have to go out every night, but never going out, never getting those great experiences. Are you living? Are you enjoying life? And when you get whatever you're saving for, how long would you enjoy it for? When you look back and you think, oh my God, I've saved and saved and saved, and now I have this, it may be a new car. How long did you save for that car, and how much did you love it? And, for how long? A month? 2 months? How long before you were into, well, now I'm saving for this, so I'm not going to enjoy this, and I can't really drive everywhere because I can't afford the petrol because I'm now saving for this. You know, living in the moment truly does bring the essence of your life into the most amazing thing. So I highly recommend this. And the last one, invest in quality time. Quality time with your friends and your family. That is the essence of life. That's how you bring it all together. Invest in the quality time. It truly is the most important thing that you can ever do. Maybe just an hour here and there, but that hour here and there, it really does savor you up. You know, I have the privilege of having 3 young grandchildren around me at the moment, and I love seeing them. I love spending time with them, and I love watching them go in and out of their emotions. You know, it's amazing. Within an hour, they probably have every single emotion that you can think of, but then they just carry on. You know, they might be happy, they might be sad, they might be glad, they might be, you know, bad, even, sort of thing. But the thing is, they are true to who they are. They are normally positive. They are learning and growing. They are creating great experiences. They live definitely in the moment. Do they have gratitude? Most of the time. And of course, they love themselves because they are just learning who they are, and we come in loving ourselves. So I highly recommend that you just take a little moment today. I just thought I'd pop in and do this because, you know, Easter is all about new beginnings. It's all about ensuring that you leave the place better than how you found it. It's all about knowing that we are continually here to learn and to grow and to create these most amazing experiences. So that's my little message for today, being Monday, Easter Monday. And of course, I'll be back here on Thursday at the same time in exactly the same place as what you're watching me now. And I truly do hope that you actually love what you're doing. Oh, thank you, Ivan. Nice to see you here. Magical insights and pointers to live with great life, to create a successful person. Thank you, Ivan. It's so great to see you here. And of course, have an amazing day. And I'll be back here on Thursday, as I said, where I will be deep diving into how you can create your team environment workplace. I'll see you then, and bye for now.